I really do admire your guys' will to go and continue as a band after many years of doing this, a lot of it with some bigger labels. Do me a favor, if you would, just give us a brief little history of the band for our folks that are just watching for the first time and may not know about the band.
Yeah, pretty much. The band's been going for about 14 years, surprisingly. I'm only 27. But we got together in high school and just started writing music and playing music together. I guess it wasn't until about 2006 when we actually had a international release and started touring outside of Canada. But pretty much ever since then, we've been writing music, recording music, and touring all over the world.
Now, you were signed with Vagrant Records, I believe, here in the States, and at some point had some kind of relationship with Universal Music in Canada. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So the point I'm making is you've actually had some experience with a quote-unquote label. Talk about that experience and how it's helped prepare you for this new way of doing it that you're up to right now.
Yeah, I guess we definitely had a lot of help along the way, and that was really something at the time that got us going. So when we did sign a record deal with Vagrant in the States, you know, that kind of opened the door where all of a sudden we were getting connected to tours and getting help and, as you were saying, getting videos made and all that stuff. So it definitely, for a young band who needed to kind of get going, it definitely started our U.S. Career. And, you know, over the time, you realize that maybe you're not selling as many records as a label would have hoped, but you're still having really successful shows and a lot of people and a really good response on the internet and stuff like that. So I guess for us, we were never a big money maker for record labels, but they always kind of still wanted to help us out and, you know, do their best and still push the band. But I guess at some point we realized that if we could connect directly with our fans, we might have a little bit more success and kind of, you know, get rid of the gatekeeper, as you said.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting comment because so many times in an artist's career, you're faced with, you know, people making judgments on, not so much sometimes from the creative side, but certainly from the business side of it. You guys have been in a band long enough now to understand that it probably started with you guys love music, that's what I'm betting, and you just wanted to make some music. A lot of artists I've found, Tim, are uncomfortable talking about money in the context of their art and music as a business. It seems to be something that you guys have gotten comfortable with. Is that a fair comment?
I guess we're trying to be, and that's the thing that I think is so deceiving to all musicians and music fans, where they think that just because you're going on tour and you're in a tour bus and you're playing, you know, shows in front of hundreds or thousands of people that, you know, you're really well off and well to do. And for the most part, a lot of artists are sacrificing their wealth to spend that money to stay out on the road and, you know, continue playing music and performing. But we're trying to open eyes and show people that, you know, whether or not a band is generating a lot of money, at the end of the day, usually that band isn't walking away with a lot of that money in their pocket. And the reason that they continue to do what they do is because, you know, you just love playing music and you love traveling and you get such a great experience from that.
Yeah, I admire you guys. Now, are any of you guys in the band married, have kids yet?
I'm getting married this summer, so I'm the first, but we're all still relatively young and, you know, not tied down yet with families and stuff like that, but it's something I'm sure is in the future for most of us.
All right, great.